guys, Brett here, connecting from UbiCentral, and today I'm going to be counting down 5 things that the next Assassin's Creed game should have. For those of you who don't know, last year I actually did a video called 5 things that should return in AC Empire, so if you haven't already seen that, I'll have a link in the description down below. But without further ado, let's get started. Modding support. Now, pretty much every single Assassin's Creed game has 1 or maybe 2 mods at most, and that's because Ubisoft make it extremely hard to change the game's files. Now, since Assassin's Creed won't be focusing on PvP multiplayer, at least for the time being, there is no real reason to prevent modding. Modding, in a lot of cases, could actually benefit a game as well. I mean, look at Skyrim on PC. People are still playing that game because tons of mods are still being added to the game years after release. Grand Theft Auto 5 could be used as an example as well. People are updating the visuals, adding new vehicles and weapons. I mean, you can even play as Iron Man in GTA 5. I honestly think modding has a ton of benefits and would keep players coming back to the game. Even a simple mod like changing the main character to look like Desmond would have a huge impact. A photo mode. With Watch Dogs 2, Ubisoft finally implemented a feature where we can take pictures in-game. It's simple, but it's a nice feature to have. According to all the leaks and rumors, AC Empire will apparently look very beautiful, which really isn't a surprise and is pretty obvious. But having a mode dedicated to taking screenshots could actually benefit the community, especially if Ubisoft does it right. For example, Ubisoft pick about 25 of their favorite screenshots each week from the players and let them decide which one is the best for that specific week by voting in-game or something like that. The winner can get in-game currency, social media promotion, or even a special item. So again, this feature is simple, but it could have a huge impact if done properly. Multiple save slots. Now, I mentioned this in the 5 things that should return in AC Empire video, but this is something that is very important and needs to be added into the game, especially because it was already a feature that they removed for whatever reason. Now, Ubisoft, if you give us the option to replay missions, that's a step in the right direction. But the only problem with that is if you go back to play the first couple of missions, your assassin will already be leveled up with all these skills unlocked, assuming you beat the game. If you let players have a fresh new save, they will be starting over completely, and they can even choose a harder difficulty to play on. It's a win-win. And again, you guys had this feature before, so just add it back into the game. Thank you. Ambient music. First off, bring back Jesper to do the soundtrack for this game. His music is some of the best in the industry, and very little has come close to beating his work on AC2. Once you have Jesper, it's pretty safe to assume that the ambient music in Empire will be beautiful along with the visuals. Music is something that benefits a game tremendously. I mean, look at the Halo games. If you take away the scores for those first couple of games, it's just not the same and wouldn't be as memorable. For ambient music specifically, make it something when you're visiting a city, the music will start to pick up, or in combat-driven areas, or even if there's sandstorms. Syndicate actually had really good ambient music, so Ubisoft, you are on the right track for this. A modern-day protagonist. Yes, I know, how original putting this on the list, but it's true. The present day just hasn't been very good since AC3. And while I was one of the few people who actually liked the take on AC4 and Rogue, I think everyone can agree we need to go back to the roots and have a modern day character and story. Not just 10 minutes of cutscenes. That's stupid and doesn't get anyone invested. The present day has so much potential, and it could even cross over with Watch Dogs like AC4 did. So Ubisoft, please give us something to remember about the modern day. And that's my list for the 5 things that AC Empire should have. Just off the top of my head, they can also bring shops back, the ability to upgrade a main HQ, preferably like AC3, and also co-op. But anyways, let me know what you would like to see in AC Empire, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.